Hello, welcome back to Place, Manner, Voice. We're doing a little series on jewelry words. Now, before I was a speech therapist, before I was a speech and language pathologist and phonologist, which is the study of speech sounds, I worked in jewelry. And I worked in jewelry design and repair and sales for almost 6 years. So there's a lot of good jewelry vocabulary. I thought today we'd look at another precious metal. We've already looked at the word gold. Gold. Let's look at the word platinum. Platinum. This is a very hard metal, a very sturdy metal. It's also a little bit brittle. So while gold might bend if it gets too thin, platinum is much more likely to snap if it gets too thin. But there's quite a few positives to platinum. One of the negatives is it's quite pricey. It really can cost a lot, especially if you get into a very heavy piece of jewelry in platinum. But let's look how we transcribe this word into the IPA, into the International Phonetic Alphabet. And this might help you pronounce it if you're not familiar with this word, or if you're trying to speak an English that's a much more North American English. Let's open up our brackets to show we're transcribing these words. Platinum, platinum. We've got a P at the beginning, a P sound, platinum. And then that L is immediately after that. Pl, pl, pl. If that's uncomfortable for you because of your first language, just really practice putting the P and the ul immediately next to each other. It's allowed in English, and you're allowed to do it too, even if your first language doesn't allow you to do it in your first language or other language. Okay, first vowel sound. Platinum. Ah, ah. This is that low front vowel, the trap vowel. Ah. You can make it like this if you want to make an A and then stick an E to it, but you must have them stuck together. If my students transcribe this sound as this, even if that little tail is touching the E part of the symbol, that's incorrect. There mustn't be any space between those two halves of this symbol. Platinum, platinum, platinum. Now, I am saying a T sound there, but I'm not exploding it out of my mouth. I'm not saying platinum, platinum. I'm saying platinum. I'm not even pronouncing that E, that I, am I? Oops, I. Platinum, num, num. I'm going to put a schwa in there. I think that's a schwa. Num. Platinum, platinum. Now, so we've got a couple of consonant clusters here. We've got the pl at the beginning, and then this funny platinum, platinum. I have heard some people say this I, like platinum, platinum, and it's a little easier to say a true T there, but I stick it together, platinum. It's a platinum ring, platinum, platinum ring. Let's place our primary stress marker. It would go at the beginning of this word, platinum, platinum. We know that because we can hear that it's a little bit louder and a little bit longer at the beginning, the sound especially, platinum. But also, if I looked at this transcription and I didn't know where the stress went, it's highly unlikely, especially in this word, that the stress is going to be over a schwa. A schwa is, by nature, this short vowel here, by nature, very weak and very short. And that doesn't cooperate with strong syllables, long, loud syllables. Platinum, platinum. So this is a broad transcription where I just have the general letters in there. For that T sound, because I'm not saying platinum, platinum, I'm saying platinum, platinum. So instead of t in a narrow transcription, I would use this. This is a little more information, and what it's saying is I'm putting my tongue up behind my teeth like I'm going to say a true T, but I'm not doing the explosion. This is called a held T. Held T. Or I guess I should put that there. Held T. Or No, it's not unaspirated. That's a different thing. But here we just don't have that explosion of sound, the explosion of air after the T. Platinum, platinum. The cool thing is, even though that explosion isn't there, people still understand it as a T, even though that explosion is like a cardinal characteristic of a T sound. T, t. But here, I'm not doing that explosion. I'm just putting my tongue up and holding the air without the explosion. Platinum, platinum. You can practice putting the T and the N together by holding that T. Okay, there is a precious transcription of a precious metal, platinum. What do you think about platinum? Do you like the look of platinum? Do you wait for the patina of platinum? If you're a platinum fan, you know about the patina, and it is kind of a famous thing. Ow, Catherine. It's a famous phenomenon with platinum that platinum fans wait for, the patina. Look it up. It's kind of a fun characteristic of platinum. Okay, folks, thanks for joining me. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already, and put your comments down below for any requests or questions. Thanks a lot.